YouTube, what's happening out there tonight? What's going on? It's a Tuesday night, or in wee hours of the Wednesday morning, actually. My beard itches. Decided to try to give the Blender's Gold another smoke in my Dr Grabow Grand Duke, which I happily purchased at Walgreens a few days ago. Well, probably a week ago now. Decided to stuff my bowl with some more of this Blender's Gold and give her another smoke and see how that all turns out. Anyway, in more recent times, I have to say, in the pipe smoking world, I've heard some good news and I've heard some bad news. Well, let me give you the bad news first. If you haven't already watched Derek Tant's video, his latest on the FDA developments and the ongoing lawsuit that will take place in Washington, D.C. in July, I'm not sure of the date, but in July. Evidently, Dunhill has decided to throw the towel in or get off the bus. They don't want anything to do with the United States anymore. So, as far as importing their tobacco products here, I don't know about their pipes. Meaning that that's a very sad day for anybody who likes Dunhill Nightcap, Elizabethan Mixture, any of those. I believe Yield Sign is Dunhill. I want to think along more positive lines when it comes to all this. But I have to say I'm a little bit discouraged about the Dunhill news, but then I am encouraged about some of the things that Derek Tant tells in his video, which, by the way, I believe is on the PCR. See if I got that right or wrong. The pipe smoking community that's on Instagram, the blog. It's a sin in itself that I haven't been there to visit that. I have to go visit that, or else, yes, I would know the anagram for that. Regardless of the news, he has stated some victories that for us in court for the whole pipe tobacco industry, but all remains to be seen how that will all pan out, of course. Now for the good news. I don't know how old this news is, but I just caught a hold of it online. Evidently, Donald Trump is in the process of putting a lot of these FDA regs on the chopping block, getting rid of them. Yeah, yes. This guy's doing what I wanted him to do. I hope this guy gets rid of a lot of these retarded little control things that are written into this 2009 Tobacco Control Act. Anyway, thank you, Derek, for keeping up with the latest. And let us all know what's happening. By the way, this is my second bowl of Blender's Gold, and it tastes good. It actually does. Maybe it's just a matter of, like a couple people had stated in their videos, it has to sit around a little bit. Kind of after you open the tin. Not bad. Not bad at all. But can you imagine if this is what we'd be stuck with forever? No sense in crying about it. If it happens, it happens. There's nothing you can do, right? I'm enjoying a ice cold glass of iced tea with this toasted. This is, of course, the toasted Cavendish. On another note, I wanted to get to a response to a video that Defiant Pipes did about, I believe it was your what you consider the 5 best rock albums of all time, or 5 best albums of all time. Well, for me, it's pretty hard to just pick 5, but if I had to pick 5, on the other hand, it's very quick and easy. But I wouldn't just pick 5, is what I'm saying. They would be, starting at top number 1, David Bowie, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Best album I've ever heard in my life. When I was a kid, I remember the day my brother brought that album home. I was sitting in the foyer in the house, and he came up from the basement, and he showed me this album, and this picture of this guy with his guitar and with his leg up on top of this box behind this on this back street in London somewhere, with this lit up sign above him. And I forget what that sign actually said, but West something. It was the name of a motel or apartment complex or something. But anyway, he told me, hey, this guy's great, man. He's like, he does like music about outer space, and this guy's from outer space, and this guy's really cool and wicked. And he just, being a child of what was I, 7, 8 years old, really had a big and long-lasting impression on me. I really, when I heard that album, I was just like, oh man, this album is just, this is it, man. And it just stuck with me forever and a day, forever, for the rest of my life. I've always loved that album, from the first song to the last. I think it starts out with 5 years. I can't remember the next song. It has Star on it, the song Star. It has Starman, Moon Age Daydream, what's the other song? Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, of course, the title track. Oh boy, I can't believe I can't remember the songs off of this album. I should remember them in sequential order, right? Okay, let's see. Star, there was Star, Man. Star, of course, is like Rock and Roll Star. Starman, Moon Age Daydream, Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, Hang On to Yourself, Suffragette City, Rock and Roll Suicide, 5 Years. That might be it, but this album was killer. It still is killer to this day. Just awesome album. It just really gets to my inner soul and just very being, you know. Mick Ronson's sound he had on his guitar was just mind-blowing. And the rest of the band, and the whole band, and Bowie's, the way he wrote songs on that album, and the way he sang on that album, and the acoustical parts on that album, wow, just blew me away. Okay, then that leads us to the second album. what do I consider the second best album on my list? That's easy. It's none other than let me light my pipe. Deep Purple, Machine Head. Yes, from beginning to end. Best to me, there's 3 hard rock bands that were in the so-called, excuse the expression, holy grail of rock, heavy metal, hard rock. There were 3 albums, or 3 groups, and those 3 groups were Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, and Led Zeppelin. Me, I think Deep Purple did it the best. And I think that Machine Head, from Highway Star, to Never Before, to Lazy, to Smoke on the Water, to Space Truckin', to Maybe I'm a Leo, Pictures of Home, awesome song, Out of This World. Just from beginning to end, just another mind-blowing record. Just brings me back to the early 70s, which is my favorite decade of rock music, by the way. Favorite rock music. The pop music, I like the 80s the best, but anyway, cover was great. Just like, you know, the one I just mentioned, Bowie, Ziggy Stardust, the cover was awesome. The cover was cool. The colors, the cover of Machine Head, the cover was awesome. I mean, just... Cat's going nuts over here. He's trying to look for something to destroy. Anyway, that's number 2. And that brings us to number 3. Number 3. Are you ready? Because you may not recognize this album. Blue Oyster Cult, Secret Treaties. This was kind of an album that really didn't get a lot of airplay. It came just prior to the album which bared the hit single The Reaper, which was Agents of Fortune. Album just blew me away from beginning to end, every song. When I first heard it, I wasn't exactly impressed. But the more I listened to it, the more I realized this is their best album. This is it. This is their shining moment. And boy is it. He starts out with Career of Evil, Dominance and Submission, ME262, Subhuman, Harvester of Eyes, Astronomy. Help me to remember the other songs. There's another one floating around in there somewhere. I can't remember it at this point. And even the bonus, even the remaster, when they did the remaster and they did the bonus tracks, was great. What was that? Number 3? Number 4. Kind of taking a different route now into a different style of music. Number 4 Actually, no. We're gonna stick with hard rock for number 4. Number 4. We're gonna make number 4 Uriah Heep, Demons and Wizards. Great album all the way through. Uriah Heep was a hard rock band from the early 70s. It was their finest moment to me. Awesome album. Featured the songs Easy Livin', The Wizard, The Poet's Justice, Circle of Hands. I believe there was a song on there called Rainbow Demon, but I don't remember. Yeah, there was. But anyway, that's 4. 5 is the album that's this was the hard deciding factor, because it was actually a struggle between, or a decision between, Jimi Hendrix Electric Ladyland, King Crimson Lizard, boy, this is kind of a tough one. And there was the Emerson, Lake and Palmer trilogy, and or Brain Salad Surgery. So I think with this one, I'm probably going to have to go with Jimi Hendrix Electric Ladyland. And that to me was his finest moment. And anyway, that's it. That's the there's there's a lot of other records, I mean, come on, man. I mean, there's 5 is not really a too fair of a number, but I tried my best to pick the 5 I could. I'm a little bit late with this video. That does it with that. That's my 5. You heard them. And if you want to get into a 10 best list, Lighter needs refueling. If you want to get into a best list, we can do that one day. But those are my picks, ladies and gentlemen. And that's rock music. And you heard it, that's my 5 favorite. There could be one in there somewhere that I kind of said, oh man, I should have thrown that one in there. Yeah, I know, I should have thrown that in. But that's when we're going to talk about getting into 10, 10 best. So, anyway, just, enjoying this bowl of Blender's Gold in my Dr. Grabow Grand Duke. Wonderful pipe. Loving it. Just keep having to relighting all the time, and I think it's because of this tobacco needs dried out. Not bad tobacco at all. I'm liking it, and I'm thinking maybe the longer I keep the tin open, maybe it'll kind of cure it a little bit, and then after that maybe I'll put it away, or maybe I'll just leave it open and smoke as much as I can and then toss the rest. I mean, it's not like it's a favorite. But that being said, I am going to catch you on the other side as I finish smoking my Blender's Gold. And hoping that all things work out well in the world of pipe tobacco and pipes. Good stuff. Second bowl and it's tasting better. I'll bet you the third bowl will be even better once I get this pipe broken. And this might actually turn out to be a really decent tobacco. My rating will go up higher. I don't mean my YouTube rating. I mean my rating on this pipe tobacco. Okay. Sure would hate to see the Dunhills go by the wayside though. Gonna have to order me a couple extra tins of nightcap, as I'm sure you guys will too. Just go easy on it. Save some for the rest of us if you can. And with that being said, I'm going to light her one more time. As I approach the camera and give you a view of the burning embers. I shall see you in the next one. Adios.